You don't get heaven unless you are aiming at peace. You should be aiming at peace always. Now, I could fuck a motherfucker up, and I will pull out the peace if necessary. But I only intend to use minimal necessary force. And that's how you create heaven. And you do that in your marriage, you do that in your life, you do that when you're creating art, right? Like you don't give a lot of, like, if your director's coming over, and you did a scene wrong, you don't want the director to slap the shit out of you and say fuck you and you're fired, right? You want him to give you some feedback. Minimal necessary force. How can we minimally get this closer to the next thing without damaging and destroying the actor? And those are the best directors. And those are the ones who inherit the earth. So it's not the meek and the lone, the shy and the people who don't do anything. No, it's the people who will not act unless necessary. Be angry and sin not. That's what the Bible says, right? Because that's what you're supposed to do. I could be angry all the fuck. I'm so fucking angry. Fuck this shit, man. But I'm not going to hit you. I'm not going to go and call you a bitch and say fuck you, cuss you out. I'm not going to do all of that shit. Like that's the sin, right? And so you know that you're on that straight line, that straight path. And when you sin is an archery term that means to miss the mark. So if you're on a straight path, you miss the mark, you sin. So how do you know when you're sinning? You know when you're sinning because your idea, your projection, your image of the future, right? You didn't get close to it. Whatever you shot at, whatever you did not help you progress towards your goal. And your goal should be as close to heaven as possible. Whatever you think heaven is, whatever the perfect thing for you is, right?